Mike, I'm thinking that one of the reasons we're seeing this quietness, the police can't impose a gag order. That has
Right,
to be done by a judge. So they just requested that the
right,
family doesn't speak to the press. That's a request. There's no gag order unless a judge issues it. And since there's no one under arrest or anything like that,
mhm,
I don't think a judge is going to issue a gag order.
that's right.
But I think that it's clear because they're not reaching out to all the places they could be reaching out to right now, i.e., the media, i.e., the public, their own public information office, putting out all kinds of information. I think they have someone in mind. I think they have someone they're targeting. I think potentially it could be someone in that. It could be the ex-husband. So, saying he was in rehab, my experience as a New York City police officer, rehabs, you can walk in and out of there and no one's going to stop you. They're an absolute joke. So
Yeah,
to say he was in rehab, maybe it was part of his, even we know probation and parole, whatever, if he's under the supervision of the criminal justice system, usually he can come and go as he pleases. So I would be looking at someone in that family. And apparently, Veronica and the mother-in-law had a sort of a bombastic relationship
yeah,
also.
yeah.
So apparently people are saying that the husband had partial custody. I don't know. I haven't seen the family court orders, but this is, why did she have to bring along with her a sort of a chaperone,
Right.
Jillian Kelly, who was part of her church, who came along with her? And here's a better in the flyer for it. Was this part of the court's requirement that Veronica, if she sees the kids, had to be accompanied by another adult? Because what was Jillian Kelly doing with her? And she knew her from her church. This could be, a double tragedy because of this. But my gut is telling me that this is someone in Veronica Butler's family that is involved in this. It's not a stranger crime. And again, I could be wrong. And as I always say, I've been wrong before, but that's my gut. Mike?
I kind of agree with you, Billy, on this one. And Ms. Kelly, I think just having come along to act as an aide to help Miss Butler and to be there just to help supervise the kids at the party that they were going to take them to. Uh, I fear that she was just totally meant well, was trying to do a good deed as a good Christian, and here she is in the wrong place at the wrong time, and whatever evil had befallen Miss Butler, the person who did whatever they did to her probably was not, maybe not, wasn't aware that Miss Kelly would be there in the car, because normally if you're going to do something to somebody, you don't want to have another witness right there, and she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But yeah, this is somebody either within the family or very closely associated with that family may have been involved in this. I'd bet my paycheck.
I think so too. Pierre, it was a condition of release, but not clear if he showed they had to have a supervised visit.
Hmm.
Uh, Marilyn Hendricks, semi-sharp. The car was found by Elkhart, Kansas. Um, Pauline Buckles, maybe Jillian volunteered to go along as a good Samaritan from a
Hmm.
church. I think she did. I think that was Martha and mine. A supervised visit was imposed by the court. Uh, Simi Sharp, my gut agrees with your gut, Bill. Well, thank you. Veronica was never married to the father of these children. Well, we call that in New York common law,
Right.
child in common. That makes you basically married. Whether you went before a justice of the peace or a priest or ever, you have a child in common. You're basically, in the eyes of the law, you're basically married. Isn't that true, Mike?
Yeah, there's no distinction really in terms of how the civil law treats you. If you're cohabiting in a relationship for at least 30 days or more, everyone has rights to live in that home. And if you have children in common, you have a common law marriage. That's it. The law does not really treat you any differently in any way, shape, or form. And so, therefore, yeah, we've always called it common law marriage in the NYPD for years. And I think different states have different rules about it, of course, but we always talk about common law marriage because you see this all the time. And so, the fact that they weren't officially hadn't gone in front of a judge or a justice of the peace, that sort of thing. But as far as the law is concerned, they're a family. They're a family.
Absolutely. Folks, this is Police Off the Cuff Real Crime Stories. If you like real crime, true crime from a police perspective, you're in the right place. And if you're not subscribed to us, go on our YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell, share us with your friends, your family, neighbors, whoever you want to share us with. And if you want to contribute to us, we have a Patreon with 3 different levels. And we also have a YouTube channel membership with, count them, 5 different levels. And our YouTube Patreon is growing, and so is our YouTube channel membership. We appreciate it so much. Lizzie Herzberger, thank you so much for the 1999 super sticker.